Welcome to the M&M show. I'm Michelle and we have Emma. How you doing today, Emma?
Oh, couldn't be better, actually. Could not be better. How are you doing?
I'm great. And we are wrapping up our month of patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's been, as always, interesting. And what might be your biggest takeaway from this word of the month?
Well, it's interesting. It's definitely relating to my work visa. So yeah, so I applied for my green card in December and I'm waiting. So it's like you remember when you used to check the mailbox every day, like when you for a letter or for something little. Well, I'm checking it. I'm like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Because it's just apparently going to arrive in my letterbox for me to have the green card interview. And my US visa with on court, off court runs out in August. So I'm a little bit like, I'm like just going through this whole process of, how hard it is to get back to Australia right now. It's not really an option. So it's
Right.
a bit of limbo land. Like, well, what if it doesn't come by the time my other visa runs out? So I was like,
Right.
oh, patience. Right. Okay. So patience is something I've said, okay, well, I can't make it go any faster. Again, one of those things out of our control. It really is out of my control. So it's like, how do I just embrace and sit with the fact that it will come? And it's, like in this pandemic world, everything takes a little bit longer. So,
Yeah.
so I think I've done everything that I can. But I just think that, that was because the anxiety around it has sort of come up a little bit more. But I think when that happens, just like in tennis or in sport, like anything, you just have to embrace it because you can't control the uncontrollables. That's
You can't.
Mhm.
So it actually comes in the mail. It doesn't come via email.
Correct. Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
And what does happen? Do we know if those things don't happen in the timely fashion that
Yeah. So the EAD, which I forget even what that stands for, employment something or other. But once I get that piece of paper, then I can work again. So if it doesn't
Okay.
come on the 28th of August, between the 28th of August and when it arrives, I guess I better just enjoy the summer holidays a bit longer. I'm not sure.
about that? All right. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you
Yes,
that
and
arrives.
yes.
So
What about you?
yeah, without getting into specifics, I mean, patience for me is something that I probably ask for every single day of my life. Maybe I don't do it every day. I think as I get older, my patience has definitely improved, over the decades. I mean, I can go back to being very young, and so I think I've definitely made strides in growth with patience, et cetera. There's challenges of patience that present themselves, like with your family members, can be one example. Things can take, they present in workplace, they present with friends. And to your point, it is more about understanding that most things we cannot control. So we might as well just accept it and maybe just focus a little bit on the things that we can control or can do. But patience is one of those things that I do try to ask for every single day.
And I think in our line of work too, you never know what's going on for people as well, and we might want them to do a certain thing or a certain drill, or why aren't they moving quicker? And I think just sometimes sitting in the silence. And I love one of my mentors when I was younger. He told me to always remember the power of the pause when I'm coaching, and I love that, the power of the pause, like just. Because we when someone misses a shot, it's so easy to focus on that last shot and just jump in the space and try and fix something, when so often that client or that player knows how to fix it themselves. So just sometimes the power of the pause and being patient, not being able to just want to jump in the space too quickly in coaching, I think is a really good lesson as well.
When it comes to my coaching, I have more patience than my patience is endless. When it comes to coaching. And I know a lot of people are not like that. I can't say that for myself in other areas of life, but when it comes to coaching, I have endless and endless amounts of patience.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I prefer starter players and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm going to give myself better marks in that area of patience. So,
well done.
All right. So why don't we wrap it up? It's a great month of patience.
Yes, thank you to Tina, of course, for providing us this opportunity to reflect on patience. And
yes.
We really appreciate that. And we can't wait to see everybody next month.
Absolutely. All right, Emma, thanks so much.